Okay, over the past week, I've seen some people wondering about why their Silver Wolf 999 deals low damage. And at the same time, you might have seen some YouTube showcases where Silver Wolf was pumping out multi-million damage hits, even in Anomaly Arbitration. It's like they're playing an entirely different game. You might even have heard of people talking about not letting your certified banger expire. But what does that even mean? Today, I hope to make all of this easier to understand. But before we get started with Silver Wolf, I want to spend a bit of time to first talk about how Elation works. I know there are already tons of videos that covers this topic, but maybe you just don't get why any of it matter. And maybe for some of you, you might think that everyone in the world knows what's going on with Elation, except for you. And I say, don't worry about it. The game doesn't really do a good job explaining Elation anyways. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's jump into a fight, and I can explain what actually happens as we go, step by step. So right at the beginning of the battle, you'll notice that every Elation character has a little mask icon with a number on it. This is Certified Banger. It's a buff that all Elation characters start the fight with, and it lasts for 2 turns. If we expand the stat screen on a character, we can see how long it lasts. So here on Silver Wolf, we see 2 turns. On Yao Guang, we see 3 turns, and this is because she has a trace that adds an extra turn of duration whenever she gets Certified Banger. But under normal circumstances, every time someone gets Certified Banger, it lasts for 2 turns. So just keep that in mind. So here, we got to Elation MC's turn. Her skill deals AoE damage, but she also gives herself 20 Certified Banger from it. So let's do the skill, and we'll check the stat screen on EMC afterwards. Now let's go ahead and expand the arrow here, and we see that she has a 20 stack that has 1 turn left, and a 20 stack that has 2 turns left. The 1 turn stack here was the initial stack that she had when the battle started. Since she took a turn from using her skill, it went down by 1 turn. The 20 stack that has 2 turns left came from EMC's skill that we did just now. So as we can see here, unlike the other buffs that refreshes their duration when you reapply them, every time we get new Certified Bangers, it counts as a separate buff instead. Each one has their own timer, and over time, you'll start to lose Certified Banger as the old buffs start to expire. So now you might be wondering, why does Certified Banger matter? The specifics will differ depending on the character that you're talking about, but generally speaking, if you're trying to deal Elation damage with somebody, and that it is not a part of an AHA instant, which we will get to in a little bit later, that is when your Certified Banger will matter. So for a few examples, if you're playing Sparksy, that's when you are spamming your skill points for the big enhanced basic attack, or when you use Sparksy's ultimate. And if you're using Silver Wolf 999, that's when she is going through her enhanced basic attack chain. So by now, you'll realize that if your Certified Banger is low, or if you just lose it altogether, your Silver Wolf would do really low damage. And you're probably thinking, how can I get more Certified Banger? I would say that aside from some abilities or mechanics, the most common way to get Certified Banger is through AHA Instants. Now, AHA Instant is the action that you see on the left-hand bar. You'll also see that there is an AHA icon that is right above my skill points. The number that you see here is called Punchline. Right now, there are a lot of sources of Punchline in the game. Just keep in mind that anytime we get Punchline from anywhere, it gets dumped into this one pool. It's a collective counter. Your teammates themselves do not have individual Punchline counters. It all goes into this one place, right here. When the AHA instant on the timeline happens, your Elation characters will use their Elation skills, and if they do damage, it will scale from the Punchline number that you see. Now, you might be thinking, what does AHA instant have to do with Certified Banger? You see, when the AHA instant finishes, the Punchline count that it ends with will be converted into Certified Banger for every Elation teammate. Each Elation teammate will get their own stack, and it lasts for 2 turns by default. If you pop a forced AHA instant, like with Yao Guang's ultimate, that comes with a fixed Punchline count. So at the end of it, you'll get Certified Banger equal to that count as well. So here, we're about to get to an aha instant. We'll take a look at Silver Wolf right now to see what their Certified Banger stacks look like at this moment. Let's take note of the stacks that we have right now so that we can compare later. So now let's go ahead and let the aha instant play out. Now that the aha instant has finished, let's go back to the stat screen for Silver Wolf and we'll compare side by side. Now we see that 65 was added to the 2-turn Certified Banger stack that we previously had. But you might ask, what gives? I thought you said every single Certified Banger instance are counted independently. And the answer to that is yes. Logically speaking, every source of Certified Banger has their own duration. But keep in mind that Silver Wolf actually never took a turn yet. So my guess is that for the sake of readability, the game would group together all of these stacks that share the same duration. And as you can see, the amount of punchline that the aha instant ended with became a 2-turn stack of Certified Banger for Silver Wolf. So basically, the Elation combat loop is to build punchline, let the aha instant do its thing, then once the aha instant is finished, you get all of it as Certified Banger, so that you can continue to deal high elation damage outside of aha instants. Over time, as the turns go by, you'll start to lose your older stacks of Certified Banger, and you repeat the loop. And that's it for the Elation combat loop. Now, let's go ahead and move on to Silver Wolf herself. So in this video, I will not be focusing on punchline for Silver Wolf specifically. My goal here is to talk about the Certified Banger problem. Certified Banger lasts for 2 turns, but Silver Wolf herself gets 3 turns of enhanced basic attacks per ultimate. If you happen to get an aha instant in the middle of all of this, then as you start losing Certified Banger, you'll pick up new stacks again. So theoretically, you should probably be fine for the most part. For most of us here, I think the answer is pretty simple. If you have a properly speed-tuned team, and you ideally have both Yao Guang and Silver Wolf hit the high speeds, you can guarantee that Aha himself can be fast enough to keep your team afloat. But what if you want to prolong the duration of your Certified Bangers for Silver Wolf? What if you're greedy and you want to keep more Certified Bangers for bigger damage? I am here to tell you that there is a way, even at E0. If we take a look at Silver Wolf's enhanced basic attack during God Mode state, you'll see that if you are able to deal fatal damage to all enemies on the field for the first time in your enhanced basic attack chain, you will gain an extra 1-turn duration on all of your existing buffs. This is very important for Silver Wolf because this mechanic allows you to extend the duration of your Certified Banger stacks. Now, to demonstrate this, we are here with my Silver Wolf, and she's about to finish up these Joy Ascendants. Before we pop the next hit, let's go and take a look at our current durations for our Certified Banger stacks. Okay, now that we have seen how many stacks we have with their current durations, let's go ahead and finish up this next hit. And now we managed to get the kill, and we dealt fatal damage to everything on the field at that point in time. Now, let's go back to the stat screen and let's take a look at our buff duration on Silver Wolf. And as we can see here, the duration of all of our Certified Banger stacks has increased by 1 turn. And this is what people are referring to when they are talking about maintaining your Certified Banger uptime. Now, do I think the average player should care? I would say maybe. The main concern with Certified Banger uptime is to have AHA instants lined up for you as they start to expire, so if AHA is fast enough, maybe things will be okay enough for now. I think Silver Wolf's buff extension mechanic is very important, but the reality is that Elation is being shielded right now. We have enemies like the Joy Ascendants that splits into 2, that makes it much easier for Silver Wolf to get the turn extensions going. You might even be doing all of this already without even realizing it. But what about later on in the future when the shielding is gone? Hoyoverse can adjust future enemies to make it harder for Silver Wolf to get the turn extensions. Nobody knows what will exactly happen. But nonetheless, I think it's important to be aware of Silver Wolf's buff extension mechanic so that you can have it at your disposal and make full use of it when you need it the most. I hope this video helped. Feel free to leave your questions or comments below. I'll do my best to get to you. This video took a lot of effort for me to put together, so I would really appreciate it if you can like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. I also stream on Twitch 3 times a week, so feel free to stop by and say hi. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.